Um, I gotta say, I find this very interesting. I find it very interesting how uh, people will drive each other away. They drive their family members away. They drive their friends away. They use them. They abuse them. They manipulate them. They place them in difficult situations. They basically will force you out of the picture due to various reasons. There's usually things like jealousy and envy. If you have a family member that's jealous of you, like if you come from a family where the parents seem to favor their older brother a little bit more than you, for example, that then you would in turn do things to drive the older brother away, or you would do things to make him look less than favorable to the parents. You will conspire against him so much that you would even gang up on him with people that he's never even met. I mean, the people would just show up out of nowhere acting like they have some type of beef with him, and he doesn't even know who the hell they are. But the whole time, you sent these people after him, and he didn't know it. You forced this man out of the picture. This person had to go away and be to himself. This person had to literally take refuge in other places because now his life is in danger because of you. And now you speak about this man as if he's a coward that runs away and he builds himself a prison. You're talking about him as if he's a prisoner of his own mind after you did all of these things. And you know you did these things. You did all of this to make yourself look better in the eyes of your parents. Well, they have no other choice but to perceive you now because your brother is no longer in the picture. So whether they like you or not, they have no choice but to accept you, right? Man, that spirit of envy is something else, man. I'm telling you. And it doesn't take much. That's what's scary about it. It doesn't take much. If you're the most popular, you have the best hair, you have the best style of clothes, or whatever it may have it, man. You're the better dresser. You're the better athlete. You get better grades in school. Things like that. If you hit the marks on all of these things at the same time, I'm telling you, you will have haters that you never even met before, all over the place. They might have heard of you, but you never heard of them. Like I said before, these people will show up out of nowhere, already having beef with you. Sometimes there are people who stalk you from a distance, and then there are other situations where you're being paid, you're being stalked by someone that was paid to do it, by someone who's jealous. This is why I don't even like to speak about certain situations in my life, because people get so jealous and envious, man. When I speak about certain things, to them it sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. I'm only speaking about my life. What are you so upset about? They don't, see, this is what I mean. They don't even want you talking about yourself. Because you got to experience things that they probably had never got to experience. They're jealous. And guess what, man? You know what, man? I used to be thoughtful and understanding of how people feel about stuff like this. I would be more considerate. Like I said, I would try not to talk about certain things in my life because of how mad people get. But you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. Now, I'm going to talk about my life whether they like it or not. If I'm in a mood to speak. I ain't got to be quiet for them. If I'm being quiet, it's only because I feel like it. I'm not doing it for you anymore. Because you're definitely not being considerate of me and how I feel. So why should I be considering your feelings? No, I'm not going to disrespect you. But whenever I feel like speaking about something, I don't care how jealous you get. I'm going to talk about it anyway. Because you're going to come with the same energy even still. It's a shame, man. There's so many things that I never speak about. Because it almost sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. One good example of what I'm talking about is how one time I went to this guy's birthday party, and as soon as I got there, all the girls wanted to dance with me, and it was his birthday. And automatically, all the guys that were at that party, they all wanted to fight me. And then right after this, I got jumped by 3 guys for no reason. Because of one of the girls that was at the party wanted to dance with me. They got jealous because they liked her. They liked her apparently, and they got mad because she wanted to dance with me and not them. So they jumped me. See, this is what type of stuff that I will always have to deal with. This is what type of stuff I don't speak about very often, if at all. Because to other people, it sounds like I'm bragging when I'm only telling the truth about something that happened to me. It ain't even happened to them. This is what I don't understand. But they have to be envious. There's no other explanation for why they're upset. I did not lie on them. I didn't say anything that's untrue about them. As a matter of fact, the situation doesn't even involve these people who get so upset. They weren't even there. The situations usually don't involve them whatsoever. And as soon as they hear me speak about them, they get so upset. So, like I said before, when I think about things that happened in my life, like that birthday party that I went to, for example, I usually try to be considerate of other people's feelings. Because I don't know why, I guess if they never had to experience something like this, they secretly want to. They want to have experiences like this, they'll get mad. You know, bro, like, I've had a lot of fun in my life. But it's like, as soon as anything good happens to me, as soon as it happens, someone immediately wants to take it away from me. Someone wants to take it away from me immediately. I can never have anything good. It's a shame, man. I landed a good job. As soon as I could move somewhere else and find a job immediately, a good job. And people would have a scrunched up face when they look at me. Family members, man. Like, they don't want to even see me have a job, bro. I can't even make this up. I can't even make this up. Like, they don't even want to see you have a job. This is how jealous they get. They want to see you in all the worst situations. So guess what? Since you wanted to completely remove me from the picture, I completely removed you from the picture and let you see how it feels. I don't need to speak to you about nothing. I'm not paying people to spy on you. I'm not sending people to steal your IP address and hack your Facebook account. I ain't saying no names. But yeah, they started doing stuff like this to me, man. And then they act like they don't have nothing to do with it. Nobody's going to admit that they're a hater. Nobody's going to admit that they're jealous and envious, but they claim they're going to expose other people. They love to, like, one thing I notice about people, especially right now, in this day and age, is they like to explode on others. When it comes to social media, they like to embarrass and humiliate each other on social media. They like to explode on each other. It's exhilarating for them. It's the only way they feel any sense of belonging, it seemed like. But like I said, man, I kid you not, yo. All you have to do is live a life that they never had lived. And I'm telling you, they will come at you with energy like you've never seen, bro. Just for living your life. Sad, bro. I got jumped by 3 guys over a girl that I never even messed with. Just because she danced with me. It was harmless, man. It was like nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was something harmless. This is what I be talking about, man. That spirit of envy is something else, yo. I've been dealing with this my entire life. Since I was a little kid, man. I went from being a kid on a bed rest to having straight A's in school, bro. I was a kid with asthma who was very athletic, man. Nobody ever seen that before. And like, like, bro, people weren't happy that I came out of that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many times I was in the hospital because I was sick I was? And I just miraculously got better. I didn't even use my asthma pump anymore, even though I still had asthma. And people, they weren't happy for me that I got better. They wanted to bring me back to that. They want to see me laying in a bed sick all the time. Not interacting with people very much, not really doing nothing. Just sitting there by myself, alone. Guess what? That's how they want to see me right now, too. They still want that for me. Just alone, with nothing. No money, no place to go, nothing. How could you possibly think that I don't know that that's what you want from me when I've been literally dealing with this my entire life? I've seen it before, yo. I know the signs to look for. People have done every trick in the book to bring me down. At this point, they start making up excuses for why they did it. They start saying that I did things to them that I probably didn't even do. Like I said, they start making excuses for their behavior. I had never once seen someone say, well, I'm doing this to you because I'm just a hater. I'm doing this to you because I'm jealous, and that's it. Nobody keeps it real like that. They never do, man. I can just imagine now those guys who jumped me at the party. You ask them, well, why did you jump me? Why did they jump me? Well, they might say, oh, well, he tried to push up on my girl, even though that didn't happen. But they're gonna say everything but the truth. They're not going to say, well, we jumped her because we were mad. We were just mad because we wanted her to dance with us, but she wouldn't dance with us. She wanted to dance with you. So we jumped you. Nobody keeps it real like that, bro. This is why I keep my foot on these pussies' neck, man. Excuse my language, yo. This is why I have to. Now I'm going to do it even more. I'm not trying to stand on you. You just mad because I lived my life and you did it. You want a destiny swap so bad. You want to take everything good and leave all the bad stuff for me? Like, wow, how does that work exactly? Because my life, I already lived it. I lived the good and the bad. Like I said, man, we lived in a house with no lights, no food, nothing, man. Broke, man. I ain't seen nobody hating on me then. I ain't see nobody trying to hate on me for that. That's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see me stay in situations like that. Me, my mom, and my sisters. They wanted to see me in the worst situations all the time, even still. So all these excuses they keep trying to come up with, man, like, bro, like, I'm not listening to none of it, bro. This is why I don't respond. Because when I was younger, I was more naive. I used to actually believe that I was to blame when they started coming up with these excuses for why they do certain things. Because I just wanted someone to be my friend. I wanted people to stop hating me all the time, man. I didn't understand where it was coming from. Now that I'm older and wiser, I understand where it was coming from a lot better than I did back then. And it was for none of the reasons that they say it was. All of those things that these people were doing to me in my face and behind my back was usually due to jealousy and envy. It was almost never for what they say it was. Just like this one chick, she's still playing a blame game. Playing a victim, man. It's everything but the truth. When one time she admitted that she was envious, that surprised me. But she did not admit what she was envious about. That was the thing. Like I said before, nobody is that honest, bro. They can say what they want, bro. This is why I don't be... like I said, this is why I don't respond to these people. These people are not worth the response. They're always trying to explode on someone else and expose all of their business while not telling the truth about themselves. They hide things, man. You're not going to tell anybody you stole my IP address and hacked all my information. You were stealing my mail, my packages and stuff, and used my information to frame me. You'll never tell people that, even though that's exactly what you did. Let me guess, I'm talking too much? Yeah, well, I'm about to say more. Because these are things that you did, and you know you did. You even had people spying on me. They're still spying on me. You put me through the worst treatment possible, stuff that I did not deserve. At one point in time, I wanted to have a friendship with you to the point where I actually believed you had legitimate reasons for treating me the way you did. No, nobody deserves to be treated like that. Now that I have a relationship with the Lord and He showed me the way to the truth, I understand these things, man. Nobody deserves to be treated like that by anyone. Point blank, period. You're not supposed to treat people like this. If someone is bothering you, if someone is doing something to hurt you, be an adult and have a conversation with that person about what they're doing. If they don't tighten up, man, distance yourself. You don't have to go the extra mile to hurt them. Because you claim you're going to expose me, but you're never going to admit that you stole someone's IP address. Ask this person what they do today. You're not going to tell them, well, I hacked all their information and now I'm going to use it to frame. You're not. Nobody is that honest. Let's keep it at 1,000, okay? Why you keep pretending that you're a truth teller when you're not? Why do you lie about these things that you be doing? And you wonder why I choose not to speak with you. See, my job isn't to snitch on you. Your job is to acknowledge what you've done. If you've done something good and you know it was good, then you should do more things like this. But if you know what you did was bad, then you're going to try to conceal it. That's not the answer, yo. Not usually. You have to acknowledge what you've done with that too. And don't do it anymore. Repent. The best thing to do in that situation is to acknowledge what you've done and then repent. You might make more mistakes like this, but you actually acknowledge what you've done, and it feels good that you don't have to live with that guilt anymore. You don't have to live in denial anymore because you already acknowledged it for what it is. You're not lying to yourself. Like I said before, how can you tell the truth about me if you're lying to yourself? You're not worth the response, like I said, man. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about how I just want to be able to express myself freely, and that's it. Because I don't feel ashamed of myself at all. I acknowledge everything I've done in my life. I don't have to be considerate of your feelings for how the things that happen in my life that I speak of. I don't have to do that anymore. Because I was in a very confused state. I thought if I be more considerate of you, you wouldn't do things like this to me anymore. But I found out I was wrong. It was never enough. It was never enough to satisfy you because I guess you just felt like you wanted these things to happen to you, I guess. I don't know. You felt like I was arrogant, I was boasting and bragging just for speaking about my own life. So I'm supposed to want to hear your life stories. That's the thing. I don't have a problem with that. I can hear your life stories, man, and not get mad or jealous or envious. Because that's your life. You're going to have experiences that I've never had. Our lives are not going to be the same, naturally. Bro, people be jealous and envious for the wrong reasons, man, instead of just being themselves, yo. And no, I'm not building myself a prison, man. I've been staying away from these people who have this victim mentality, bro. Because they are a detriment to self, man. And they're going to try to bring shame to others because they're ashamed of themselves, bro. Like I said before. You're not going to admit you stole someone's information, but this is what type of stuff they be doing, bro. You go around every day lying about it. But I'm supposed to be worried about you exposing me. Man, give me a break. Man, if I did it, I did it, yo. You ain't got to go behind my back lying on me. Smiling in my face and then lying behind my back. telling nasty jokes, putting me in situations to where I can't even get a job anymore. You're not going to tell people you've done things like this because people don't like to hear stuff like this. So you know it. Not a person with sound judgment. They're not going to hear stuff like this. They're not going to like you very much. Anyway, man, I'll be back, yo. I got more stories to tell, man. Because I lived my life already. If I want to talk about it, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not taking consideration for your thoughts and feelings anymore. I don't care how mad you get. Enough is enough, okay? With that being said, man, peace and blessings to you all, man. All praise and blessings to the Most High God in heaven, man. And as Yahushua said, he said, brought us away, now it's the path. That's the truth, man. You have to be able to acknowledge yourself in order to be able to travel the straight and narrow path. You have to take accountability. You can't run away. You want to make me look like I'm running away? No, it's the other way around. It's very much the other way around. You people have done things to push me out of the picture entirely. But the truth is being exposed about you. Now you're scared. How ironic. Why are you so scared if you already acknowledge who you are? What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of him? What's he got on you? Obviously, you're doing things that you should not be doing. If you have to hide these things from other people, it's because these are things that you should not be doing. These things are not good for the spirit. But if these things be great that you do, then you'll never have to hide these things. You can do these things out in the open and never feel ashamed. And you're not doing it for attention. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. You see? You're not doing it for attention or validation. You're doing it because it makes you feel good about yourself. It's better than living with self-guilt. It hits different, yo. I'm just saying. Peace.